Camera. Hello, 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 and welcome to another one line of code. I am invisible, and now I am visible. I am one lion. And yeah, here we are. Start of another week. At least for those of us who start our work weeks on Mondays or who even have work weeks. Yeah. Presumptuous of me, I know. At Dukasoft. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, is it me or is it dark in here? I think it's dark. Doesn't matter though. You don't need to see me. We're looking at code. So when last we spoke, we were on a community day, so that's why I had the Blazor bot open, but I'm getting stuff opened up. Such as in water management. How about Finance Man? Let's get Finance Man open. Maybe. Ooh. Little warm too. So I went to do a thing and then I couldn't do the thing. So it was kind of a wasted trip. So I got back on time. So I'm going to have to do the thing in the future. Fact. Okay. Thank you for telling me. So we have been working on the financial management tracking application. So it keeps telling me that, and I log in and I do the authorize thing, and yeah. So now it looks like everything has an announcement for us today. But anyway, we've been working on this financial management tracker, which you can see on my GitHub. It is open source. It is available for anyone to contribute to if they so desire. It's an application that will allow the user, whoever clones the project and runs it currently on their local machines, to track their finances manually. So enter in their payments, things that they buy, things that they pay for, their deposits, which is people giving them money, and their don't care. So many notifications, and their transfers, which is moving money between accounts that they have been tracking in the application. So after having had created the full functionality of the application, we looked at it and we're like, functional, does what it's supposed to do, blah, blah, blah. It kind of looks like this. Specifically this one with this color scheme and this for the data entry stuff and the drop down list management and all that. So I was like, man, when I started the app, I initially wanted to do the entire concept design implementation process. And I ended up doing a couple minutes of concept, couple minutes of design, and then we just started coding, which is definitely not what I wanted to do, but it is the example of how I typically approach programming problems, solving solutions with programming. And that's what I want to change about myself. So we have been spending quite a substantial amount of time working as UI UX designers. I know. I am far from a UI UX designer, but we're doing it. Hopefully I'm taking a decent approach that can be emulated or followed or used as a pattern or whatever you want to say. That's the point of all of these videos about the redesign part, but we have gotten very far along. So we have a whole bunch of small parts of the components. We put those small parts together to make bigger sections of components. So these are all of the individual parts. Then this is the content part of our main page, which is putting all of those together. And then this is the actual page put together in the various form factors. And as you can see, we have finished with our ultra wide, standard 16 by 9, narrower, so I would call this extra large, large, medium, small. something like that. Anyway, this is going to be mobile. So we finished with everything else aside from this picture, but we're going to fix that once we start doing more of the design for the actual data entry pages. And then this is for mobile. So this is the one that we're on. And we're trying to get this right, although this doesn't look right anymore. Hello? Right, because I said we were going to fix that eventually. We'll get to that. I just really want to see the actual content that's supposed to go in here. Right now, this is the old app UI, and what we're going to do is redesign the data entry pages. And right now, that picture specifically is this component here. So as we make changes to this component, make it look better, make it look like what the app is supposed to look like, then it'll update here on the landing page. But for now, the last thing that we need to do is get the footer to fit more nicely here. And then we'll think about what to do with the, again, this redesigned transaction grid. Wish that didn't look terrible. Okay. So what is wrong with you? Why aren't your content looking good? The reason is because we need a mobile version of the footer, which I thought we had, but apparently we did not. So we're calling you mobile, M-O-B-L-E. How about mobile? So I should be able to rearrange this so that it is also mobile. And to do that, we go up here to the actual component itself. You are condensed, and then we want one more for, probably call it stack. And all we should have to do is change you to vertical. Why did you change height so much? Oh, right, because this should be auto. Better. What's up with these paddings? Let's just get rid of the padding completely. Center everything. Oh, right. Which also means you get centered. You get auto width. Because when we're on mobile, the only thing that really matters is that the content grows and shrinks with its parent. So that when we resize the parent, then that grows and shrinks. Good. Auto. We will have you hug horizontal. You are hugging horizontally. Is it that each of these are not? Got it. I can't make those hug. Hug me. Ah, it's the text. It's because I wanted everything to be lined up. I see. Hello, Napalm, and hello, Mojo, and hello, Rob. I did that in the reverse order that you said hello, but hi. Asking the important questions there, Duca. What question was he asking? Does the new update include free farts? Asking for a friend, of course. Of course it does. Of course, they have like all manner of farts. Specifically the ones just for you. Okay, what I'm gonna do with this is give us now you are not gonna be a bottom padding. The thing that I was hoping for was the gap in between the two of these things, which I want to make something like 10 instead. Same with, see, bless you. I need this to be taller yet. What's the deal with that? Why are you acting like you don't have any space? Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's have you hug real quick. You can't do that. I was trying to have it hug so that it can automatically size the outside. That didn't do what I wanted it to do though. Okay, it doesn't matter though. As long as they're not overlapping anymore, I think I can turn this back to 0 now. And then shrink you. Like so. It's just that that didn't move the things the way that I thought it was going to. So in stacked, top. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to change. This. Why aren't you like staying fixed? Mojo says, hi Duka, and also Lurk, gotta go pick up my focus meds. Do your best. Get 100 on your test. I'm gotta, he says. I don't get why this thing is getting a padding on the top and bottom. I mean, I guess I don't mind it. It's just that I'm not controlling that padding at the moment. So what happens if the container squishes? That's what I thought. Doesn't matter. Screw it. Forget about it. We're just gonna go down here to our mobile, tell this thing that we want it to be stacked. Stream Element's broken? No. I honestly yes. Like I said, it's not broken. I don't know what rule it has. I'm pretty sure I didn't set the command itself or myself, but we'll take a quick look at it. Stream elements. With which my mom is lurking. Yes. Mentally, I've been lurking all day. Let's see, chatbot, chat commands. Okay, this is what we got. I forgot we had the 8-ball. Bang lurk. Wait, what? There. Why is it saying that Stream Elements is the one that's responding to these? Because it is a custom command. And it's supposed to be using user, not whatever the first it's treating this as the first parameter. Wait, what? What? Did, 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 I want everyone to be able to do it. Variables. Is it parentheses now? Is that what happened? Oh my gosh, it's parentheses and not curly braces. That was probably a change that happened that I was supposed to look at. So then how does massage peen work? Why does that work? Because that's user.name in curly braces. In addition to the curly brace syntax, we also support parentheses syntax. Both of these can be used interchangeably. Okay, so user is the actual hello DVD Gamer. Fantastic stream this morning. If you guys do not know TVD Gamer, you definitely need to check him out. Awesome app developer, TVD Gamer. Doing game dev on Mondays and Tuesdays in Godot, who also has a community stream project called Water Drink Water, where you can track your progress in drinking water. It's a community project, which means that anyone can contribute to it. Just head on over to the... Oh, did I? TVD, can I have the link to it one more time? I'm gonna make sure I add it to your command. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, he works on a more full application development project called Liquid Sky currently. I was about to call it Liquid Clouds. Liquid Sky, thank you. And that one has a lot of technologies involved that have to do with messaging, with queuing, with caching, repository type stuff using GraphQL. It is a very involved project and very interesting to watch him develop. Good times. Where are we? But the data is lazy. DVD Gamer. Check. Also, he also has a community project called Water, Drink Water, I think, that you can contribute to. All right. Refresh commands and try TBD again. There it is. Yay. Okay, so anyway, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time, which is UTC -4 currently. Check them out. Do it. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I was going to change this to keep using the curly brace notation because I prefer using the curly brace notation, but user.name. Bang lurk. Bang lurk. Pacos. It's still taking whatever input you put and putting it as the thing that's lurking. How do I make it not do that? The braces are much more common than column than parentheses. Yes, they are. So I don't get. Commands are working, but argument. I wanted to ignore arguments. Oh no, Napalm says nothing like a wall of red failed builds in GitLab. I hate Terraform. TBD says life would be boring without such challenges. I don't think so. I think my life is plenty exciting without those challenges. Hopefully fix one, fix them all? Potentially. Man, so what? Stream elements, ignore arguments. It's so weird because I did get it to let it do the that thing, but that's only if you aren't using arguments. But when as soon as you provide an argument, oops. This is a website. Wait, why didn't you save? That was really bright. I'm blind. So it ignores the quotation marks because it has a symbol. Yeah, if the first word after the command has a symbol, it ignores it. Bacon is now lurking. Yeah, so there was another symbol. I don't know. Wakarimasen desu. At least if it's broken, it could make more entertaining possibilities. True. Yeah. I can leave it as is. Yeah, it's like it's using this one. So to user says it displays either the first word after the command or the sender's name. This is an alias for $1 sender. What if I just use sender? I didn't know sender was a thing. I mean, I'm gonna get this figured out and then I'll undo it. Entertaining is now lurking. Yay! Okay, so the point is that if we ever want to force it to use the person's name, we need to use sender. Unfixed. It is unfixed, okay? Unfixed. However, the thing that I will fix is account age. Which is a built-in one or something? Because I can't switch it to... Soft is happy about it. Yay. It's not letting me edit. Account age bacon. Bacon was created 17 years, 1 month, 10 days, 6 hours ago. Okay, so this one should be fine because we actually are looking up another account. There are no active contests. Follow age. Again, another built-in one. It sounds like it was one of the first accounts ever made. Then what was I eating 20 years ago? They just didn't have an account on Twitch, that's all. Follow age, Brian. Brian is not following me. Mr. Suicide Sheep, we won. Zool. Points. Viewer queue? We have a queue. TBD's been around for 10 years, 7 months, and 17 days. $10 and 9 months. Yay, Dukesoft. Thank you. I was like, I'm younger than you. TV, no. Dukesoft is happy about being older. His account being older, that is. You're like asking in order. That's hilarious. Aw, there was Reg 9K. Just a noob. 6 years is a long time still. Twitch launched in 2011. Now, has bacon been around for so long? Or how has bacon been around for so long? Good question. Good question, Hacks. Zulius would have been next in line. Hi, Zulius. And then Tom from MySpace. 12 years, 4 months, and 25 days. And Dukasoft has been following me for 2 years, 8 months, 24 days, and 20 hours. And it's already been 10 months, TBD. It feels like I met you just yesterday. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Are you okay with it? Like, if it bothers you, then I don't want to do it. I'm okay with being distracted. President Not Sure has been following for 2 years, 4 months, and 5 days. Wow. Man. You guys have been around forever. Zulius is not following. That's what that says. Two years, 10 months, 8 days, 18 hours. That would be weird. Man, you all came by around the same time. You're so kind to me, and you keep coming back. It's so nice of you. He's wondering if it's okay to shout out Mojo. Of course it is! So I am really, really interested in seeing a Mojo stream someday. I guess you should ask Mojo. We don't want to make it more... Although he's lurking now. Oh, hi! We don't want to make it more hard on you to get started. Like if you just want a really small viewership in the beginning. I don't want to make you too nervous by like having you have 1 million people suddenly watching you. But it's just cool that you want to get into it, and I support you. Absolutely. For whatever reasons you want. His stream was nice and chill. Or a nice chill stream. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I really, really need a better way to do the footer. I just don't like that it's not centered. And why aren't you snapping? There. I really, 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 really would prefer for all of you to be left aligned. Can you do that for me? Left aligned. And have your text box hug contents. I can't do that. Why not? Is this auto width? That is. Okay, so I should just use that. Auto width. That's what I want. Except not on that one. you stay how you were. I was doing it to this. Dang it. All right, you guys are top left. You, and you are auto whip, and you are hug contents. Perfect. Better. And now when we look at the mobile display, it looks a little bit more centered, and we can give it a padding for this thingy down here if we want when we see it in context, and it'll be good. Oh man, it was great. I was trying to show TBD how easy it is to hook up a Spire, and it wasn't working. Isn't that just how it goes? It's just how it happens. Zulia says, although one of my most annoying Twitch memories was when I was watching a stream someone hosted, and when I wanted to click the follow button, Twitch instead registered it as a click on the unfollow button of the hosting channel. The 3 years of follow time in that channel, like 3 years of follow time in a channel. I was very involved with wiped out in an instant. Oh, like 3 years of follow time in a channel I was very involved with, wiped out in an instant. Much screaming and then silence was involved, just like Star Wars. I mean, the host knows you, right? I mean, the streamer. They know how long you've been on the channel, so why? I don't understand the... I mean, I like getting frustrated at stuff. You're allowed to get frustrated at stuff. I don't understand why that is such a bother. No. Yours was fine. I'm a little bit dyslexic, a little bit just can't read. And I think I learned something. I learned something that it's very possible it's my primary function that causes me to be dyslexic. And that primary function is called introverted intuition, which is very not in the present moment. It's very either future, well, typically future, but it's just not in the present moment. And what that means is that when I'm reading stuff, I don't always read the thing that is in front of me. I read what I think is going to be the next word, and yeah, just end up failing at reading. Did that make any sense? Probably. That one. There's a U. Speaking of Star Wars, I started watching The Acolyte, and it's interesting. It kind of feels like the if Star Wars were to make a teen novel. I don't know if that was the intent, but that's what the first couple of episodes feel like. And that's not a knock against it, by the way. It's just me making an observation. But tell me if I'm wrong. I get off on being wrong. Anyone's welcome to Mojo Streams. My communication style is similar to Community Days here. My mind is processing as I'm talking, but it buffers. The stream doesn't buffer, my brain does, but it sounds like I cut out. The end. Okay, all I need is the footer. Background. Should go like so. I don't know why I zoomed in. I need more space to be able to move up. Move. locked in place, and finale. Kind of looked like there was something else that I was moving. That's weird. There was something else that I was moving. Okay, so you need to lock to that. Fixed height, fixed width. Kind of. Oh, I don't know. Is this going to move the whole thing for me? Ew, no, it didn't. Okay, how's everyone doing? Did we keep our background in place? We did not. Background graphic shrank in size because of moving the background has it fixed. Not the background, the size. Kind of not liking that. Yeah, man. Let's go something more like that. Okay, we're gonna make it better. We're gonna keep working it until it's pretty. Work it. Zulia says, yeah, you're basically running an internal LLM that... Wait, I missed something. I need a brain cache installed for some buffering goodness. Absolutely. And then Mojo says to Dukasoft, who said, I bet my brain buffers more than yours. And Mojo said, want to prove it with a stream off? And BitKami just kept calling him a tease because Dukasoft was talking about possibly, maybe 1% possibility of streaming. Yeah, so this was in response to musings about how your primary brain function works. Okay, or primary function. So yeah, you're basically running an internal LLM that generates probable continuations of what you've been reading and then have to reconcile the actual text with the LLM expectation. That is a pretty accurate description of what it feels like. I always thought that when I read words, I see the physical shape of each letter as I'm reading it, and then a representation of the word as an image. And so I have to go through this entire process of turning a string of words into the physical letter shape representation into the image of what it represents into the actual meaning of the sentence. But that doesn't really happen with technical stuff. Like if I'm reading a tutorial, although I do kind of skip ahead and think of where the tutorial is going and be like, oh, I know where this is going. And then I start doing what I think it's going to say to do. And then I look back at the instructions and it's like, do this other thing. And I'm like, why isn't this working? Follow the instruction, maybe. Oh, anyway, that was fun. I think we're going to call it here as far as the initial redesign of the landing page. We have some quirks and stuff that we need to sort out, but those are dependent specifically on the redesign of the data entry pages. So, I don't know, maybe we can fix this weird thing. I really don't know what's going on with it. Is it because your container has a padding? No. Oh, the mask. Interesting. So what can I do with mashed potatoes? What can I do about this mask so that it isn't squished? Come over here. Oh, you. You need to be left and right. Okay, so can I do that in your main component? No. Wait, what? The mask isn't on the main component. Duh. Oops. Go to oh my goodness. This is the main component. Go to landing page content, main component. Wait, no, didn't I unfix it? Hey, stream elements. We were trying to do a fun thing. Why would you revert to the not fun thing? How do you even get to your dashboard anymore? There. Hello, Captain Commerce. Been a while. Glad you're stopping in to say hi. Hope you are having a fantastic and wonderful day. And thank you. I mean, it's not me that has the community. The community is here on their own volition. They are just amazing in and of themselves. But I am glad to be a host of the community. That is all that I am. I wonder why Mojo, Lurk, definitely not live coding. How about just definitely not? Yeah. Did you see that? So like it only accepts up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 characters. Wait a minute. It's because the word that you put after lurk has to be a Twitch user. So if we looked up anxiety, we would see that they've been on Twitch for 9 years, 10 months, 11 days, and 14 hours. And definitely no is a user, but definitely not is not a user. Interesting. Which means that everyone that you guys were exclamation point lurking before were users, were Twitch users. Interesting. Wait, did Clayman just end his stream? No. Who am I gonna lurk on? I need to refresh my lurkage. Woots Dev, Andreas Sass Dev, W Giorgio. What do you work on? I forgot. I've already forgotten what you work on. Hey Mojo, can you start your stream so I can lurk on your stream? How about Ravier? You're not home. And I used to stream from my workplace. Oh, those were the days. Now I'm streaming from my workplace. Yes, your mom is a user. Account age, your mom. They've been a user 17 years, 1 month, and 10 days, just like bacon. So I wonder if like a whole bunch of reserved words were given account names. Because these predate the existence of Twitch according to TBD, if Twitch came about in 2011. But yeah, anyway, we have it. We have done it, have we? No, we have not told this mask to fix yet. So main component, and here we are at the humble abode of the purple deposit, and we're going to tell it to stretch everywhere for our mask, and that should have fixed. Yay! But the problem with using that as a mask is that we aren't able to scale the stuff that's inside. We're just cropping it. And we might not want that for something like the mobile view. Oh man, right. And then we also need this thing to be small size. How am I going to do that? We need less space in between. So let's start with that. What happens if we do auto? Nothing good. Nothing good comes from auto. Jiminy. And this is a small app logo? Holy. We need you to take up the entire height. We need your contents. Why are you going up to the top? We need your contents to be centered vertically. How am I going to do that? But yeah, are you at a point where you're planning on returning to streaming Captain Commerce, or is that out of the picture for a while still? Is it a padding on the right? And can I hug contents instead? What's going on? Take me to this component, please. Hello, Apocalypse. How have you been? I'm fine, thank you for asking. I just don't have a heart anymore. It is now exploded. Thank you. So are my eardrums. Oh, I really hope that is not too loud for you guys. I intend it to be loud for me, but not for you. Oh, holy moly. I'm still a bit, I'm a little bit out still. waiting for something to happen in the next couple of weeks before I know more. All right, cool. Well, it's really good to see you, and I hope you have been keeping well, as well as circumstances allow. So what, how do I, where do I, when do I, what do I, Phil? Hug? Yeah, I can't hug. Yeah, what I don't get, well, we need the actual logo anyway, but what I don't get is how the app logo is not either scaling. Goodness. Oh dear. Who needs a plane? Okay, what's up with your what's up with you? What? Got him. Oh, all right. We're gonna vertically center you. That's what we're gonna do. What does that do for us? No, I mean yes. I do love that sound, but it wasn't a fail. It was perfect. He did it right. He did it right for some time. Yes, there we go. Okay. Now, the other thing that I want is auto for you. And then I can adjust you where you are used. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. No fart sound effect. We do too have a fart sound effect. There's just one issue. There's only one person that can access the fart sound effect in a very specific way. Why do I have this marquee still on? Excuse me. Pardon me. Fill container. There's still more. Don't worry. There's still more. Fill container is on, but your contents are overflowing. Who was that? Reminds me of the story you had at your old job of the nice lady who let little ones out. You're gonna have to remind me more. It has been a long time since I've had an old job. No, since I've been at that job that you are talking about. Did you know, Captain Commerce, that I have since moved to a different job with Sajetti? Oh yeah. Okay, so I do remember that. I just can't remember who it is. Like, I can remember telling you or talking about that, but I can't remember what the situation was. But anyway, I left that job, went to work for Sajetti, worked for them for a while, and now I'm working full-time self-employed for the next 5 months now. Yeah. And I think it was specific person that someone else would know who I'm talking about if they heard me say their name. Mercy. You here. You. Excuse me. Why aren't you letting me adjust the size of the gap to the right of that? Go to main component. Interesting. What's going on? Why? 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 What if we turned your container into... I can't do that, can I? Into auto layout, left and center. Then can I adjust the size of your container? No. Why? Mira. Hug horizontally. Aha. And the only options you get are fill and fixed. Hug. I can't do that. That's not going to work. Why won't you let me hug? Why won't you let me give you a hug? Fixed? Yeah, and if I do fix, it's not going to let me change the size because this is the component usage as opposed to the, instance as opposed to the actual component. Self-employed for at least 5 months. Awesome. I had not heard that. Yeah, so while I was at Sagetti, I had a whole bunch of situations that were continually happening that were just making it a not pleasant place to work. And the people that I used to work for were like, well, we still need help with the apps. We don't have anyone that's working on them, and we would love it if you continued providing support for them. So after a whole bunch of red tape and working with my regional manager while I was at Sagetti, I started doing work with that organization again with Navarro in the evenings. So I would work an 8-hour day, take a small break, and then work 4 to 5 hours at night, or 3 to 5 hours, I guess I should say, at night. And I did that for about 4 months. And then I was like, okay. So I really, really enjoy the project that I'm working on with Sagetti for the client there. And it's a ton of fun, but the team dynamic was not working for me. And it was a not good situation for me personally and stuff. So I was like, I need a change. I need something to be different. And talked with the people that I was with. And because they are not in direct competition, or I wouldn't have been in direct competition with Sagetti for their business, I went ahead and accepted a contract with them for 6 months. And then after this 6 months is up, they want to hire me W-2 when they get their new contract. So that's my story. That's where I'm at. How do I modify you, dear sir or madman? It's got to be in this component here, which took too long and then I clicked off of it. Yeah. Now you know where I am at, he says confidently. You're back and medicated. And Rob Lang is lurking. And Captain Commerce is lurking. Time to go lift heavy things so I can get stronger. Wow. Catch you on the flippity flop. Cheers. I still got my cheers tink. Where's my cheers tink? You there. Cheers. Okay, so nope. Okay, I like that better. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I think that's gonna fix it. What do you say? What do you say? Can I modify app title? Right. Maybe I need to reset changes. Yes. Okay. There we go. Wow, that took some effort. So the other thing that I would like to do then is change your font size to a smaller, to something like S16, perhaps. And why suddenly is your... Why are you still... You know what? Since you're gonna let me, I'm gonna manually set you. I really don't like that, but it's the only way that I can really get it to do the stuff that I want it to do. Okay, nobody needs to answer anything I ask ever, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Does anyone have any thoughts, ideas, or anything about what I can do with the background on these two sections so that it doesn't look so odd? There's something about it that is off, but I have no idea what it is. I'm not answering. Good. Like, I still like the hero section, like stuff like. I know Dukasoft has pointed out the get started button doesn't really pop, especially here. Why are you weird here? Oh, because you're Phil and I didn't give you enough space. Yeah, so that's still happening. Why is that still happening? It's like you have a vertical padding, but you shouldn't. It's very confusing. I am not answering. I'm Dukasoft. Contrast and element. What's your color palette again? Nice, trying to use a Figma command. My color palette is... Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? Oh. Is there a way to make a link read only? I don't know if I can make this link read only. New. Make a read-only link in Figma. Well, that's right. This goes all the way to 4 days ago. Man. Jeez. Anyway, I don't know how to make a read-only. I mean, Mojo, I can definitely just give you access. Oh, that's cool. Can view. Any particular address. Anyway, point is my color palette is essentially this one here. Kinda, not really. Just kidding. I did put or use a different color palette. So it's these purples. Oh wait, I have it here. It's this one. With a little bit of this one. Tonight's stream will be causing chaos on your Figma board. So yeah, you can kind of see it here, all of the colors that I use. Do I actually have? Yeah. Okay, they are here. Here are all of the purples that I use in the app, and here are all of the neutrals that I use in the app. Am I using the bottom pink? I don't think I'm using it anywhere currently. Easiest way for us to tell is by going to this landing page here and doing a Control All. And weren't you supposed to show me all the colors in use when I select everything? Yeah, it like stops. Oh, there it is. Okay. Show selection colors. What number were you? Like the outline for the selection is that color. We're looking for purple 16. Which is ED68FD. So I'm not manually using it, nor am I referencing it. Except maybe in my gradients. Yeah, purple 6. I think I said 16 earlier. I meant 6. So yeah, I have one gradient that is using that color and the rest are using the other dark colors. So what is Rick Rubin's approach? Or the Rick Rubin approach? What do you feel when you see the landing page? Nothing, because it's just a Figma design. And I feel nothing when I see Figma designs. Until I can translate, well, what I see is the potential to translate this to code. But as far as the design itself, I feel nothing. I feel empty inside. No, I feel like this background here is wrong. I feel like the sections just need something else behind them. But I have no idea what. Like, let's just take the medium view by itself. No, let's take the 1080. Okay, so we're on a page, on a web page, and this is what we get when we are at 1080. Until we get down to 768. And as we're scrolling through, we get this section, this section, this section, your transactions with a picture of what that looks like, and then we're at the footer. And of course, that's one thing that needs to happen is a button here and a button here for get started. So every section should have this get started. He had a 60-minute interview and he was asked if he could play an instrument, operate a soundboard. His response, nope, not really. NUUI, nope, not really. Anderson Cooper then asked, so what do people pay you for? And his response was, my confidence in my taste. Yeah, I still have to know who Rick Rubin is in order to know what the significance of that is. Rick Rubin is an American record executive and record producer, co-founder of Def Jam Recordings. Yeah, I know nobody. Assume I know nobody. Assume I know nothing. Because it's typically the case that I really don't know anything. And he looks like this. But I'm still not understanding the correlation between the response to that question and my issues with the design and how that led to, when you look at the landing page, what do you feel? We tell you our taste, but no technical input. Fine, works for me. I am absolutely up for that. So my question to you is, when you look at my landing page, what do you feel? Do you feel cluttered? Do you feel tacky? Do you feel clean? Organized would be the opposites for those two. Yeah, I really do want to add a button down here though for each of those. Happy that you properly use contrast and it feels professional. Cool, good. That is the avenue that I'm trying to go. Effortlessly. No, this is not a karaoke stream yet. But one day it will be. Hiccup. Okay, well, if it doesn't have anything that's just immediately bleh, because like it's the transition between this section and this section that I think feels off, but I don't know what's wrong with it or how to fix it. It really feels like there should be something more here. And it's probably just that the app design for these pages is not done. And once I get the actual, what these pages look like, it would make more sense. But it just feels like there either needs to be more words, more information, something appealing about it. Yeah. I don't know. We'll keep going then. If there is nothing that just immediately makes you want to vomit when you look at it. So with that in mind, we can either mark this as ready for dev and hand it off to the developer, where we can start integrating this and into the application, or, which is what I want to do, or we can move on to the redesign of this component, the main data entry page for payments. I'll pull some clips and quotes today for you. The point being with Rick Rubin, for someone who has had a large impact in the music industry, his approach is simple yet abstract in a way that should be applied to all creative activities. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's really hard for me to do UI aesthetics because as a middle tier to back-end developer, I only care about, is it usable? Does it do the things that I want it to do easily? Which just makes it hard for me to invest time, which I'm doing. I'm making myself do it. But invest time in doing the actual design work. Oof. Oof. Oh yeah. I guess we can now see what that's what's missing. I'm like, how do I get back to the page? We can now see what all of these look like in light mode. And then we can fix light mode too. That's another option. So if I frame you, if I frame you, Control Alt G? No? Control Alt G. Why didn't that work? Weird. Anyway, frame view and say this is our light mode preview. And then we set this thing to themes. Light mode, run away, screaming. Can't believe you would do that to us. Then there's a lot that needs to be fixed for light mode. Whoa. Is that a thing? That is a thing. Whoops. Nobody saw that. Okay, that's better. So the title has some issues for light mode, mostly because the background. Interesting. The issue is that this background doesn't stretch the entire way. So if I made, for example, the header text, which I'm pretty sure is a rule. What am I doing? Just click on this. I know what text, what color the text is using up here. Primary text. Oh, okay. So I do need a header text. I just add it to these guys. App header text. Or do I want to call it nav text? I think I want to call it nav text. And nav text is currently going to be primary. Is it? Is it though? What is nav text currently? Because primary. Primary text. It's going to be primary text. Yes. Okay, so we make you primary text. Or It is a type of donut. Force, nope. Didn't I make a text color called Forced White? Forced Light? Just light text. Okay, so that does work, except in the ultra wide. Oh, right. Oh my gosh. And then we need to go to these here. For you. Oh, I guess you too. We'll do the hamburger in a second. Oh, this is hard to do when I'm zoomed out. Okay, and instead of primary text, you're going to be nav text. Right, and I need a place to put that. That should update the colors, which it did in light mode. And it actually does work contrast-wise in normal wide. What about ultra wide? Ooh, that's cutting it close. I'm gonna have to check that accessibility-wise. Man, is there something I could do better in ultra wide with this background in light mode? Because I don't mind it in 1080 screens. But as soon as we get wide enough to get color show or white showing on the left side, then I don't like that. I kind of want to add a few more stripes to the left. Oh, there's also a contrast between that background and this background. So is it the, yeah, it's the gradient. What happens if I make you this? Not angry at that. Bento boxes! Wait, you see bento boxes? Is that what you're calling these? You could go for a bento box. Mojo just randomly throw out things to make me hungry. Sushi! I'm gonna drink my water with the lid on. Tex-Mex? Yes, please. All of the above. Well, I'm not a big fan of sushi. I'll take the tempura and some ramen, tonkatsu. No, I just want ramen bowl. Oh man, Blue Apron gives us the best ramen. They gave us this. Oh, we're gonna do food. We're going down that hole. Blue Apron. This is not an advertisement for Blue Apron. I do like them. So if you happen to be in the States and you want to try them out, I'd be happy to give you a free box. I am not sponsored by them or anything. Let me in. Okay, so pork ramen. It's so hard to find the recipe book. They have a pretty good website. It's just that it's hard to navigate, but I like how clean it is. Mushroom ramen. Chicken ramen. This is so wrong. I need to not look through all of these. Where in the world? I know we had a pork ramen from them, didn't we? Pork ramen plus site blueapron.com. I don't like how that one looks. Oh, yes, yes. Maybe. This one doesn't look like it either. Looks tasty. Anyway, I'll show this one because this one is really close. Just some pork tenderloin cuts that you cook and cut yourself, throw it in some ramen, and it's either miso or mushroom or just a whole bunch of other stuff. And then you make a nice little bowl of ramen. It was so good. I'm pretty sure it was pork, but it could have been the chicken one, I guess. Maybe it was udon. Nope, it was chicken. Oh man, it was chicken. So we left out the kimchi, but I remember now. It's this. We left out the kimchi. They give us French onions. Oh, and we also left out the green pepper. What is this? Poblano pepper? Jalapeno. We left that out. But the French onions with this, would you have ever thought of putting French onions with ramen? It's so good though. It is so good. Anyway, can recommend. Starting with huh doesn't sound very good. Huh. My smoothie and sandwich are on their way. Oh geez. Okay. Now in a ramen bowl. That sentence couldn't have been more conflicted if I tried. I know we had a pork ramen from them, didn't we? Question mark? Deflux. Deflux came in and said, huh. Huh. Count age. Deflux streams. 6 years, 5 months, 19 days. Except that he has like 12 accounts, so who knows? Who knows how old it is? Oh man, I can just remember the taste of this broth. It's just so good. Right, and the chicken was honey glazed. I remember. Deflux. Oh, Deflux. No shame, no judgment here. You can rename your account to factor in that you are a top tier streamer. Oh, okay. Okay, that was food. What are we even having for dinner tonight? Did you pick something already? What's the lyric? For dinner tonight, our options are whole grain pasta and creamy tomato sauce or sesame panko crusted chicken. Oh man, both of those sound so good. Spinach. Oh, spinach. And except I don't think that. Oh wait, that's just carrot. Never mind. I was gonna say I don't think we're gonna do the peppers in the rice, but that's just carrot. I love carrot. That's gonna be so tasty. Very disappointing, but not very good. I don't think so. I think you just cooked it wrong. Anyway, Deflux says to TBD Gamer, busy making videos. How are you doing? And we just got a raid from Andreas Sass Dev, ladies and gentlemen. We were looking at food just now and not doing work. Thank you so much for the stream, for the raid. Actually, thank you for the stream. I was lurking in your channel. I still see your little ducky waving at us. Good times. You probably have ads for the pre-rolls because I forgot to, or I don't forget. I just don't do the midstream pre-roll ad thing. Probably should. Anyway, let us know how your stream went. I didn't actually hear any of it because I've been streaming too, as you know. But what we have been doing is finishing up on our redesign. Oh, it was a fun day today. I was working on my game engine and especially redesigning some core functionality like the asset ID system. I kind of remember you working on that the last time that I was watching your stream too. Going from a hex ID system to a string namespace system. Interesting. I could see that. I like it. This is what we have been doing, which is we have an application that we work on, or that we worked on not too long ago. You can see all of the videos for what we did on it on YouTube's, and it is this project management system that currently looks something a little bit like this. So this is the main landing page here, and then I added a little button down here since there is no actual login at the moment, and then it takes you to the data entry pages. But this application is intended for anyone to clone the repo, run the migrations on their system and run it, and then they will be able to track their whichever accounts you want to track. So let's say you have a savings and a checking account that you want to track your spending habits and your savings habits, or your credit card or whatever, and you will manually enter any transactions. So I have a receipt here. enter that receipt into the system, and then it goes into this grid down here where you can just see all of your history of what you are spending money on, how you're saving money, transferring money between your accounts, etc. It's one of those core things of the engine, and I want to get it right from the get-go, says Andreas, which means I need to do a lot of designing before I write code, and I'm not great at that. So that is exactly what we are doing, though, but on the UI side of things. So not systems designing, this is just designing what the UI is going to look like. So what happened was I had originally intended to do the entire development process from the beginning. I had great intentions, and again, you can see all of those videos, the first few videos of the playlist P01 on YouTube. You'll see that I had great intentions. Let's decide what technologies we're going to use. Let's design the database, the data structures that are going to go into this. Let's do some handwritten wireframe sketches for what the UI could look like, for what UI pages we're going to have. We did that. And then let's try using a system like Figma or an application like Figma to do some UI mockups, which we did. And then we stopped here. As soon as I got this page mocked up, we went straight to development. And in development, I'm like, all right, so let's do development the right way. Let's start with, scaffolding things out and then writing some tests. And I got partway into writing one test, and well, let's just, write the logic first. Failed. So we wrote the logic and we just kept going. And then we added a calculator to it, and Peter, Live Coding, gave us a unit test for the calculator, a really nice unit test. I really like how it works. It's pretty cool. Logic equals win, test equals pain, but also win. Yeah, so true. Essentially, he wrote one method that does all of the tests for us, where we give it a string of inputs. So like it will represent a user pushing buttons on the calculator. And so we render the component. This is B unit, by the way. We'll render the component for calculator, and then we will push those buttons. We'll enter them, and then between every button, we will execute it. And at the end, we expect to get whatever output the thing is saying. So we did all of the tests, submit as the first operator, then another operator. So if we did equal plus, then we should get back 0, and in the display it'll say 0 plus. 5 equals minus would just be giving us back 5 minus, but the value will still be 0 because we haven't done any operations, blah, 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 blah. So we have all of these tests that we can run using just that one method, and I thought it was genius. So I kept it, I built on it, and we now have a fully tested calculator. But yeah, you can check out the code. It's open source. Feel free to contribute if you feel like it. But right now, like I said, because this is what the UI looked like, and I had every intention to do a good UI design process, since I am terrible at UI design and I wanted to get better, we finished the core functionality of the application. And now we said, okay, we're dropping that developer. They did a great job, but we don't need any more functionality programming. We want this thing to look good. So we hired, as the client, we hired a UI designer who is redesigning the app for us. We need to get better. Drop dev. That's how you do it. No, they were really cordial with the dev. They're like, we hope you will come back and implement the new design as soon as the UI designer has finished with it. But for now, we don't need your services, but thank you so much. No more 90s style. I mean, we could still, I have no problem with going back to 90s style. Could still. But anyway, we learned how to use Figma. That was one. Number two, we did our best to come up with some actual legitimate good looking designs. And I think we did a pretty decent job, at least for the default color scheme. And Gilgamesh says, that's the reason I wrote garbage code. Wait, what? No. Yeah, your services are no longer required at the moment, but we do want you to come back because we like how good you are at the functionality part and thinking about what our users will actually want. Yeah, what our users will actually want. Oh, missed one. The end. Anyway, so thank you again, Andreas. If you guys have not checked him out, check him out. It's so much fun on his stream. Occasionally he'll be working on his bot, which is being done in Blazor, but right now he's working on his game engine and it looks fantastico. Dang, that also got clipped. It's a good thing I'm looking at it in light mode because now I'm seeing the background that is not quite to the bottom. So that would be not the sections, the backgrounds. Yeah, what are you doing way up there, dear sir or madman? Okay. Butter. This looks like like Photoshop a bit. So if you've never used Figma, that you can use it for free and you can do a lot for free. So this was all originally done. Even the archery game, like I created the little logo, or not logo, the avatar for the archery. This guy, this guy here, in Figma. This is him. And the arrow that gets launched. Big gamey shot, as per usual. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. What? What? That went straight through it. Are you kidding? Still no. Oh my gosh. Game's a little borked. But it works. It does what it's supposed to do. Anyway, I designed those in Figma. They are just shapes. That's all. Just shapes that I put together and made an SVG out of it and then copied it from there. But so point is, you get 3 pages per Figma design file, and you can do just about anything for free, or absolutely free. So I did as much as I could, and I could have kept going. I could have done the entire design in this free Figma, but when I started going, I keep forgetting what the phrase is. When I went self-employed, when I started working for myself, I went ahead and purchased a license for Figma Professional, and you can have as many pages as you want per design kind of thing. So I did that. The only other thing that you can't really do in the free version is this thing called modes. Or can you? Why did you just let me do a mode? I don't remember not being able to make modes. That was odd. So this is obviously the free account side, but I'm pretty sure you can't do modes in the libraries. And all that modes does for you, which is a lot, by the way, is it allows you to pick the mode that you want this entire component to take on. So inside of here, it's now in dark mode. But since I want to preview it in light mode, I have it in light mode. And then the actual dark mode is the primary component. This is an instance of it, so any changes that I make here in the primary component will update in the instance of it. And so yeah, anyway, we learned a lot about how to use Figma. There's some really good resources out there, but now I'm kind of stuck. We just today finished the mobile version of it, which has a little bit of, not quite. Although that looks kind of cool. Do I like that? Excuse me. Accidents will happen. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if I like that or not. I don't know if it's tacky. I don't know if it's actually kind of cool. But anyway, and you aren't going all the way across either. No, you stop that. Dang it, I wasn't done talking. Background goes all the way across. So we just finished the mobile view, and I'm taking a step back and looking at what the landing page looks like in all four form factors. Ultra wide, regular desktop, 1080 width, 720 or 768, and then mobile. And I am trying to figure out what's going on, what I don't like about how the sections are broken up. There's just something weird about it that I can't put my finger on, but it's hard for me to visualize as a design, and it would be much easier if I just started implementing. So what we were discussing was potentially sending this to the developer. So saying, hey developer, we have designs. We're ready for you to come back, implement these designs in the app. And so we'll be playing the role of both the UI designer and the developer at the same time, because MPD. And so we'll implement the design. All right, thanks Mojo. I'll be ending the stream soon anyway. We'll implement the design. Didn't I? Oh, right. Ended. Yeah, we're gonna go that route tomorrow, Wednesday. We're gonna start the UI implementation of this. We're gonna invite our favorite developer back, recontract them, and say you have what, 300 hours to get this done. I don't know. Should we hire them at fixed fee, or should we do hourly for them? Again, talking about myself. No, too soft. No. Oh, okay. Dukabot is awake. I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. But anyway, yeah, we'll do that on Wednesday. I am going to end here so I can get back to my day job. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Once again, thank you so much for the raid, Andreas. Make sure you give him a watch, a look, a the thing. But what I am going to do is take you all, and you don't have to come with me, but it's where I'm going, /rating Setolix. So thank you all for being here today. Thank you for hanging out. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to listen to his stream though. I'll be lurking on his stream, but I might have to turn him down if he's going to have his bot at chipmunk mode. Chipmunk mode. That'd be crazy. Okay. Ciao for now. I will post the recording of this to YouTube at some point in the future. Feel free to join our Discord if you aren't already inundated with Discord servers. Our Discord is pretty quiet, pretty laid back. Lots of people to help, lots of people to ask for help from. Just really cool people to be around, Deflex included. Later, Big Gamey, thanks so much for the lurk, for hanging out. Thanks everyone for being here. Oh no, bye. Definitely check out Big Gamey when he starts streaming again. He's back from the motherland. Okay, ciao.